All right, so this is a suggestion via donation. The name of the video is "Why Are There No Crazy Men Stories?" This is coming from Donald Glover. Let's check it out.
Relationships are really hard. Like, it really broke my heart.
Bro,
Like,
he's
it's hard,
super
like,
young.
You know, these.
I think this has to be like the Community era.
It's like, because there's so many things that you learn in a relationship, especially when you're really in love and stuff like that. I remember. Guys, tell me if this ever happened to you. Like, you be in the bed, right? And you're with your girl, and you're sleeping. And all of a sudden, be like, ow! And she'd be like, I just had a dream where you were sleeping with another woman.
Bro, I didn't do it. Why are you angry? You're going to let this destroy your whole day now? That's crazy.
And you'd be like,
right. Yeah.
So?
Right. Right, exactly.
She'd be like, explain yourself.
I didn't do anything.
Now, anybody else in the world, any other human being, you'd be like, oh, that person has mild schizophrenia, right?
Has to.
But
yeah.
Because she's your girl and you love her, you'll be like, oh, well, you know me.
No.
That's all you can say.
Who would do that?
And no dude in the world can get away with that junk. No dude, dudes. If your friend came up to you, you look at him like he was crazy. He's like, hey, man, I had a dream where you were mean to me. You stepped on my foot and you ain't saying nothing.
Right. Yeah, that's weird. Wouldn't accept it, I'll be honest.
Also, you were holding a baby. And the baby had a very old face. And my teeth fell out, my feet were heavy, and my father was there. I did not see him, but I knew he was there.
Right.
Watch your ass.
Right. Yeah, you're right. He's right. Absolutely correct. Yeah. Like, in no way would that even be like an acceptable thing, but you know, we let some groups get away with things more than others, guys. We should not, for the sake of equality, though, guys.
Also, like, with women, like, when I started listening to, like, really listening once the breakup happened, listening to other women, like, I realized, like, every man in this room has a crazy woman story. You know?
Absolutely.
Like, every man in here is just like,
yeah.
oh, remember Christine? Christine was crazy.
But just like every woman has dated a narcissist, even though that's not a common thing, right? So keep that in mind.
Christine was so crazy, remember? When I had my new girl, Christine comes like, where that bitch? And I was like, Christine, what's going on? I got my new girl, get out of here, Christine. Christine was crazy, right? Christine was crazy. Oh, the memories.
Yeah, right. Not good ones.
You know,
obviously.
And, you know, every dude in here has that story. And I was like, why don't women have crazy men stories? Like, why don't women have crazy men stories? I don't really hear them. And then I realized, I was like, oh, it's because if you got a crazy boyfriend, you gon' die.
Whoa. I mean, yeah.
Just something about men. The second they realize they're crazy, it's like, time to kill everything else. Time to kill it all.
That's not funny.
And you can hear a crazy, you can hear a crazy, like, man story, but they're not fun like crazy women stories at all. Like, they was just like, oh, remember Charlie? Charlie was so crazy. He used to come over and shoot my dog.
Right.
And it was dead the first time, but he kept shooting it. Then I moved to Florida. And
he was probably from Florida.
He found me. Now I'm in this wheelchair. Oh, poor made-up lady.
Right. I mean, you feel bad for the story, bro.
I'm gonna say some outlandish stuff. I heard some of those oohs and ahs. They were like, oh, it's like poor made-up lady.
Right.
Poor lady that Donald made up can't get up pretend steps.
That's not funny.
Because she's in a pretend wheelchair.
Right.
So that's what that is. That's all about imagination and stuff like that. Because I'm a very imaginative person. I grew up like in a foster home. Like my parents were foster parents, and we had a lot of foster kids. And kids like go crazy. It's all about imagination and stuff like that. Like they're very emotional beings. You know, kids. I remember. You guys remember when the lights would go out in your school? Remember that? Like in the third grade, like when the lights would go out, and be like, and kids be like, ah! like. kids just lose it. It wasn't even dark. It was like 2 p.m.
Right.
Sunlight's coming through the window.
You could probably still
Kids just
see.
Like just like losing their minds.
Bro, he is
And the same
extremely
joke would
animated. Guys, keep this in mind. I only know him from the Community and from This Is America, the song. Just keep this in mind. I've never really seen him like produce any type of set. Guys, he is super animated. I don't know where you got all this energy from. He looks like he's probably 17. You get what I'm saying here?
Happened when there was a fire drill and the principal would come on and tell you there was gonna be a fire drill. Like in 2 minutes there's gonna be a fire drill. And be like,
Right. I mean, okay, yeah. I remember the fire drills. They were crazy. Absolutely.
Craziness. Kids aren't thinking. We had a teacher named Mr. Brown, right? We had
Okay.
a teacher named Mr. Brown, and he was writing something on the board once. He was writing something on the board, and he farted. And you
no.
would have thought kids had seen the face of God.
I can imagine.
Kids weren't even laughing. They were
Right.
just sitting there
It
like,
was
like, just like screaming. Just
Bro,
screaming.
yeah, that's real, guys. Yeah.
Kids had to get carted out. Kids were screaming and crying. Like, kids had to get carted out. And they were going to, like, the nurse's office. Kids are crying in the hallway. This is like, oh, this is our 9/11. And it was. It was their 9/11. Because they never thought anything like that could ever happen.
No. Yeah, probably not, bro.
Kids
That's
were on
wild.
the hallways giving
Imagine.
interviews. They're like, oh my God, I remember because I was talking to Bertram Harris and he said if my hand was bigger than my face, then I had AIDS.
Right.
So I put my hand in front of my
Yeah,
face.
don't do that.
And then he slammed it. It was
Right.
a very funny joke.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden we heard this sound from the front of the room.
Right.
And it was Mr. Brown.
Right.
And then Johnny Seawright stood up and said, Mr. Brown drowned his pants. And that was even
Mr. Brown
funnier.
browned his pants. Absolutely.
My heart goes out to the parents of the children who smelt the fart.
Right.
Because that's even funnier than hearing it. Is there a God? You know?
Yeah, that's wild. Mr. Brown browned his pants. That's wild, guys. Listen, so I definitely enjoy his set. The last part more so than the beginning. He's super animated. So maybe he does like a lot of like physical comedy potentially. But his set is absolutely solid. Now to answer the question, why are there no crazy men? I think we pretty much figured this out because he's right. Men are generally the ones that are going to talk less about doing something and then just do it. I think so, right? But all right. Let me know in the comments of the next thing from him, another piece from him. I do see something here called Advice from Tracy Morgan. If you want me to check it out, just let me know in the comments, guys. And yeah, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day and enjoy your day thoroughly.